Welcome back to another episode of Big Bear Boxing Convo, episode number 74. The conversation I want to get into today is Gervonta Tank Davis following in the same footsteps as Canelo Alvarez to be the next man to take over the sport of boxing. I'm going to break it all down in this video, so stay tuned. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell.
I like Canelo as a fighter. He's tough. He learned a lot from his loss from Floyd. I believe it made him a better fighter. I think he's definitely one of them. Pound for pound, he need to be number one. He got the experience. He's older. He's showing the way for the young fighter that's fighting today.
Do you think he'll do well at 190?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Hey, how did it make you feel that the pound for pound king Canelo, when they asked him who's his favorite fighter, your name was the first name out of his mouth?
Word? It's good. It's great. It's still gotta work hard.
My man, he always say that. That's what it's all about. You gotta get past the first one, then you worry about the next one. Let it, handle your business.
As a fighter, our job never done.
Yeah, that's right.
Our job never satisfied. Never done.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into round one and round two. Round one is going to be about marketability between Gervonta Tank Davis and Canelo Alvarez. And round two is going to be about career paths between the two. So let's go ahead and get into round one, marketability. Marketability is key when you're doing anything that's concerning business. And I think when I say marketability between, like with boxers, it's a business. These guys, you take a couple losses. It's like taking a loss, within a normal business. But these two guys are the standard when it comes to making money. I think Gervonta Tank Davis is on the right track as far as becoming the next man up. As far as doing numbers, big pay-per-views, he's a pay-per-view star. You couldn't put Tank Davis on a regular channel or even a regular cable, definitely not regular channel, but even just a regular cable channel. I think he's too big of a star. I think he's a knockout artist, so that's his marketability. That's his campaign to the top. And I feel like with Canelo Alvarez, it's very similar. He's a knockout artist as well. He has a lot of power. And he's just the face of boxing. And I think that Gervonta Tank Davis is going in the same direction as far as his style and just having his promotional company. Every time that you see a fight that's on PBC or whatever, you see that GDT promotion. So that's huge, especially for a guy that's only 27 years old. He is making money on the outside of the ring. Just like Canelo. Canelo he's got one of the best business tactics when it comes to the sport of boxing. I know he gets criticized by the guys that he fights, but when Canelo steps into the ring, that's his office. So anytime he's going into the office, people are buying tickets. The same thing with Gervonta Tank Davis. That's his office. Anytime he's going in there to make money. It might be in 36 minutes or less. So both guys are very easily marketable. I'm surprised that Gervonta Tank Davis has not hit commercial level like Canelo Alvarez, and I'm surprised Canelo hasn't had a few commercials here and there. He's speaking English. That's a part of marketability as well, and that's because, ever since that Canelo has came out and start speaking more and more English, he's more Americanized, which he appeals to a lot more of the American audience. It was a smart deal to actually take up English. That way he can broaden his brand. So if you guys are new to the sport of boxing, which I don't think so, especially a lot of guys that's on my channel, or a lot of females too, but just the overall standard of doing these videos, I do my homework. I'm not gonna just push out a random video just to get views on it. YouTube changed the algorithm or whatever. I almost hit 100,000, and I'm not even a big YouTuber, and I almost hit 100,000 views, believe it or not, within a month. And all of a sudden, I just lost everything. So if you subscribe, make sure that you didn't get unsubscribed to my channel. And that way you can see a different dynamic instead of going to one channel and seeing everybody report on the same things. Because my videos, I'm going to keep pushing to make my channel a lot different than everybody else's. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button. But let me get back into what I was saying with marketability. Both of these guys are the standard of boxing. Nobody is bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis, or nowhere near close to what Canelo is doing. You know, I can see Gervonta Tank Davis getting those $300 million paydays pretty soon. I think maybe another year or two, we can see Gervonta Tank Davis take over the sport of boxing. Depends on how long Canelo career continues. But let's go ahead and jump into round 2. So let's go ahead and get into round 2, career path between two. So when I mean career path, so Canelo has been on a European tour for the last, what, three years, something like that. And it's like going back to the first round, marketability. But he has been on the European tour. He has been making a statement as far as you know, winning titles and becoming undisputed at 168. He's trying to do the same thing at 170, 175. So that's huge. A lot of boxers have not done that yet. As far as the certain weight class, not that I know of. I could be wrong. But to say the same thing about Gervonta Tank Davis, he has been on what I call a Mexican tour. His last 3 opponents was great. I find them to be really good, top-notch opponents for him at that time period. Thus far in his career. So you know, the success comes from repeating the same thing over and over, but actually maybe adding a few elements to make it even bigger. So anytime Canelo steps in the ring, I know a lot of people say, hey, we don't want to see the Triple G fight. But you know, that's just something that comes with the territory of when you become more commercialized. That's just, you know, that's the path that he's taken, and he's being very successful with it. And Gervonta Tank Davis, with being up under Floyd Mayweather, they are being also successful with pay-per-view numbers as far as, you know, that we know that, you know, everything is not going to be straight up and down in black and white for the public. I think that sometimes they could tell us certain things here and there to get us to believe that, hey, you know, thank you for your money and all this other stuff, to make the numbers a lot bigger so they can make the next fight even bigger as far as sales go. But I think career path, I think Gervonta is on the same type of deal. You know, these two fighters remind me of each other so much. It's ridiculous. A lot of people think it's about race and all this other stuff. It's not. You know, Gervonta, I think he really looks up to Canelo. You know, Canelo, he sees a lot of himself in Gervonta Tank Davis. So it's a mutual thing, and I think that Tank is learning a lot just from watching Canelo Alvarez, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think you always need somebody. You always need a goal setter, and that way you can be more successful down the road, because he want to break some of his career accolades that Canelo has set. So it's big, and I think that the path that Gervonta Tank Davis is on, it's just, for me, it's very similar to what Canelo Alvarez is doing. He's also, like I say, the marketability, the same career path. I think it's equal. For me, it's equal. I don't know if you guys see it like that, but for me, it's very similar between the two. And I think that Gervonta Tank Davis is doing a lot better, especially with interviews. He seemed a lot more humble. Not to say he wasn't at first. Canelo sometimes, you know, when he talks to a lot of people, he lets you know he, like, both of those guys are very stern. You can tell they don't play games. But if you come at them with the right type of attitude, and, you know, they're gonna respect you. And you can see a lot of humbleness in both of those guys. And I think it's good to always have something to where you want to, you know, especially with Gervonta Tank Davis only being 27 years old, he has so much room to grow. And Canelo, he's been there. Canelo has been there for, ever since the Floyd Mayweather fight. Canelo has been doing his thing and picking his poison when it's time to shoot. So, like I say, all of it comes down to the same thing, the green dollar. And also, I think legacy. I hope that Gervonta Tank Davis in the future, I think that he can have a couple fights that could actually surpass Canelo Alvarez, because that's what the sport of boxing is growth. But I think the career path with Gervonta Tank Davis, he's going in the same, I feel like he's going in the same direction that Canelo is going, and also has been at the stage that Gervonta Tank Davis is at now, being 27 years old. So I think it's awesome. I have no problem with it. I think Gervonta Tank Davis is the next man up as far as pay-per-view numbers, marketability, and career path. I think we'll see him in some big fights, some notable fights, and I just wish both fighters well. You guys let me know what you think about this topic down in the comments. That's going to conclude another episode of Big Bear Boxing Convo, episode number 74. You guys let me know what you think about this topic down in the comments below. If you want to see what I'm wearing, shop.t.com. Follow me on all social media platforms that I'm currently on. Links will be down in the descriptions below. Just want to thank you guys like I do each and every single video. Please don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. With all that out of the way, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Big Bear Boxing Convo.